You believe some fucking punk tried to rob me just now?
What? Get out of here, man. Where? Over here?
Yeah, down by East 9th Street. Fucking bastard.
You hit him?
No, I wasn't gonna touch him, you know. I gave him a karate kick and ran off. He was fucking trying to grab my chain.
Oh man, Bruce Lee. Oh shit, man. Oh. All right, here, have a beer. Relax.
I haven't gone to a fight since I don't know. Probably Mike, that cocksucker.
Oh man, yeah, what an asshole. Damn, man, there's a lot of freakos around here lately. Yeah, too much going on around here. Yo, I just had a problem last week. Yeah, some shithead, following me, getting off the train. He's following me home. Finally, I turned around. You follow me another block, I'll put you down that sewer. Yeah, he turned the corner and took off. Yeah.
I don't know, when are they gonna fucking learn? It's like every day, something new with these people. Oh, I'm just so glad I got away with my chain, you know.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold up.
I know that with it currently being the pandemic that's going on, I know that there's a lot of things that have been shut down, or at least now things are starting to revive a little bit, whether it be theaters in person or someone who wants to go see a pre-recorded performance or something like that. So what's been your experience just being out there in New York? I mean, you're auditioning for your various pieces, right? I mean, how has what's going on with COVID-19 affected you before, and how's it going for you now?
Yeah, it's definitely an experience, to say the least. Um, I've done a couple like Zoom readings, plays. Kind of did a staged kind of performance type reading for a Beautiful Thing. And just a couple small different projects as well. I did have an in-person audition couple months ago. I think it was now, just and that was the first time since COVID. So it was nice, just intimate, just a couple people, and it's nice to be back in the room because you have that live energy, like being on stage, as opposed to doing self-tapes all the time, which has its advantages, and I just recently did a staged reading just a couple weeks ago. So it was a few short scenes in one acts, and it was in a very nice park area outside with people. So yeah, so that was like kind of the first real live performance since before COVID. So it was, yeah, it's any performer knows it's just a joy to be on stage and be in front of an audience.
Yeah, and I know you, like you said, you enjoy being in front of an audience, and you also do some work in front of the camera as well. So I would assume that your preference is that to be like to interact with the audience, or you have the same level of enjoyment and or comfort when you're doing it for like a film or video or a commercial or something like that.
It's the joy of performing is there. There's nothing like live theater, when you have that audience and that energy. So nothing can compare to that. But it's also great working on a film or something that's recorded. A lot of times, you have the opportunity to work on something a few times. You're just with that person in the moment, or you can work on that performance or a certain aspect of it. But that's kind of like you would do the same thing in a rehearsal process for a live performance. But so it's just kind of, yeah, it's a little different, but it has its similarities to it.
Yeah. And one of the things I know that you're involved in filming is the Swan Way. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about the Swan Way, that the project in general, and your role in it.
Yeah. So should be wrapping up shortly here. So I play you know, Joe, supporting character with the friend. You know, we you know, run into each other. It's one of those, you know, you have a friend you don't see for several years, you run into each other, we catch up, and you know, just kind of reminisce about, you know, our times, and you know, about you know, another friend who isn't around. And you know, I think it's just kind of a character's just journey through life, and you know, dealing with struggles or you know, things that you encounter in your life and you have to adjust. So yeah, it was, you know, it was really nice to, because we filmed during COVID last year. So it was nice to, you know, get to do work on something, you know, during that time. And so that, you know, like with film, that obviously was great during the pandemic, because it's just, you know, just the actors, and then you just have the, you know, the camera, the DP, you know, so it's very small, you know, it's, yeah, very, you know, small crews, small budget film, but so that definitely lended itself to the times.
All right. And if anyone wants to see, before we go here, if anyone wants to see what you're going to be working on now or in the future, whether it be your live performances or something that you're filming, what website would they go to?
Yeah, you can go to taylorbrandon.com. Check that out. You can also find a link on my IMDb page. So we got, yeah, working on some stuff. Hopefully have a live theater piece coming up, probably next year.
Mhm.
You know, see, because I've been working on it, but of course with COVID and everything, you got to see how the theaters are. But stuff is opening up now, and you know, so I think we'll shortly in the new year should be ready to go.
All right, sounds great. Well, I want to say thank you for coming on board. It was great talking to you, and I wish you luck with the project that we just discussed, as well as everything else you have going on there in New York or wherever you may decide to be in the future.
All right, thank you so much. It was great.